What is up, everyone? Welcome to our show Now, Next, Never. I'm Nicole Casperson, and with me, as always, are my co-hosts, Alana Sapparo and Zaid Admani. What is up, guys? It is Monday, a start to a fresh week. I had a fun weekend. How are things going for you guys?
Things are going really, really good. We have starting off Monday with a bang here. Elon Musk just bought almost 10% of Twitter. But why did he do this? We're going to discuss. And are we done with the great resignation? The job report might have some answers. Delano.
Zaid and Nicole, GameStop is proposing a stock split. But will this trick keep the company afloat? So we have so much to discuss that plus much more. So stick with us. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let's get into it right now. All right, guys, our first story of the day. Elon Musk just bought 9% of Twitter. Why did he do this? Our favorite billionaire advocate, Elon Musk, purchased a giant stake in Twitter, making the largest outside shareholder in the stock. The stock is currently up over 25%. You can get a real life feed on what it's up right now. But this news broke early this morning from the SEC 13G filing. The surprising move comes 2 weeks after Elon himself tweeted that his Twitter asking his followers if Twitter adheres to the free speech principles. It also follows his many public battles with the SEC over certain tweets. Guys, why would Elon Musk buy almost 10% of Twitter? Is he looking to change some of the policies, or he just wants his social media platform for himself? Me personally, I think Elon did it because he definitely wants to potentially be, I think, a major shareholder of the company, right? Make some changes potentially. I think he does want this platform for himself to use to maybe get some things out there in a public. He looked at Twitter as a public town square, as he called it. So, guys, Nicole, with you first. What do you think? Why would he actually do this? Make this purchase?
Because he really wants that edit button. So, and as do I. So this. Elon is single-handedly swaying my views of him, but with that potential. So yes, if you have an edit button, I will revisit my opinions of you, sir. Okay, basically, to me, there are two stories here. One, stock splits are, and plus social media buzz, are kind of this new cost-efficient way for companies to raise financing in a growing retail market, but like trying to use financial mechanics to boost stock price, then get favorable terms and a convertible bond note to help run the business. It's fair play, but how sustainable is it? That's yet to be determined. But the other part of this is kind of the, like it or not, social media's influence over the stock market is here for the long haul. And I think that Elon Musk knows that. And he knows, obviously, and he knows that a single tweet from him moves markets. So before the GameStop stock surge, I really didn't think that retail investors through social media could make that much of an impact on equity prices, especially because institutions have so much skin in the game. But today we're seeing social media as a part of that strategy, and Elon is in on this. He's doing it via Twitter, right? So today, I am a little concerned just because Elon wanting to maybe almost run Twitter. I mean, I saw like some things in the Twitter sphere of him like being CEO or whatever, or the memes of him at like board meetings.
Those are great.
Yeah, those are good. Go check those out. I'll always believe we shouldn't be so reliant on like one person's influence or perspectives to just like change everything. So that is a little scary to me. I think the rapid spread of misinformation in our political environment makes me concerned. Just about that type of influence. So I just want to say what we say matters, what people say and do with their influence and their platforms matters. And that, I think, is also just the big takeaway here.
Yeah. To me, I see this as like Elon's doing billionaire things, man. The dude's worth like 200 billion plus. The dude can drop $2.89 billion, no problem at all, to buy his favorite social media platform. I mean, he uses Twitter like unlike any other billionaire in the world. The dude's constantly tweeting, has 80 million followers, and it's probably not so far-fetched, at least from my opinion, that Twitter is like a big reason for Elon's and Tesla's success, right? There's so many Twitter bulls there's so many Tesla bulls on Twitter, always hyping up Tesla. I mean, there's so many defenders of Elon Musk, and so he probably likes that, and so I think he's a little bit afraid of being potentially sent.
Well,
Zay
had a great point, and we just lost. But to finish off his point, from my perspective, I think Nicole, you made a good point of like people using social media as an outlet, right? But I do think, like, for his standpoint, he does see this as something of a set of a place where he can let his actual thoughts out. Like the free speech thing is a good
Yeah.
point. And we got our third co-host Zaid back.
Zaid.
Zaid, where'd you go, buddy?
Zaid.
Sick of us already?
Elon, Elon, I think, was Elon trying to put a hit on me? No, I'm trying to like, I'm defending you here. No, I'm saying that he's gonna use Twitter as his way to buying Twitter to make sure he doesn't get censored down the line. I think it's brilliant, and I think he just I think he's gonna continue to buy more shares down the line, and I don't think he's ever gonna become CEO or anything, but he's gonna use his influence as a majority shareholder to make sure that he gets things his way, and I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
What did I miss? I don't know what I missed. From you guys.
That could be potentially scary, though. Safe.
No, I agree. This guy just is going to continue to consolidate power, and hopefully he uses it responsibly. But you're right; it is a little bit terrifying that he's going to kind of assembling so much power here.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's kind of button it up. It's like there is rules and regulation in place. That's why he's had so many battles with the SEC. So they're not allowing. I mean, obviously there's litigation going on. So I think they want to go to have as much free speech as possible, but still play within the rules, right? Because we're not supposed to. The platform isn't supposed to move markets. It's supposed to be used to get your thoughts and ideas out there. Twitter's been a great place for communities to come together and build and do different things and collaborate. So we don't want that taken away. But as you guys mentioned, we don't want consolidation and too much where if it's potentially used in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. We'll have to see how that one shakes out. Well, the economy added 431,000 jobs in March, which is now only 1% off pre-pandemic employment levels. So I got to ask, is the Great Resignation over? The March job report is basically saying so with that increase. And the unemployment rate ticked down to 3.6% from 3.8% in February. So the economy has basically just added at least 400,000 jobs for 11 straight months, something that has never happened in records going back to 1939. So the job market may be hot right now, but I do think that there is some thought to remember of companies, are they going to be able to retain the talent that they are bringing on? Are they going to continue to maintain that flexible workplace cultures? I still think that we have some things along that line there. What in the world?
It's a new meme for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, but yeah, I just think that I've been seeing some headlines too, of some even like financial institutions saying, too bad, like people are coming in 5 days a week, and I think I saw a headline today that was literally like, we are a 5-day-a-week in-office work culture. And I was like, oh, okay. Yikes. Anyway, what do you guys think?
Yeah, Nicole, I don't know. I don't think it's over just yet. But it is slowing down. This Great Resignation is slowing down in my mind. You saw that chart, the trend, although we're still above, the actual people leaving jobs of prior years, well above those numbers. But the trend is kind of dipping down. Why? I think, you mentioned we're at 3.6% unemployment. That's historically low levels, right? I still think you'll see people leaving jobs for better opportunities, but I think you'll see less people leaving because, that maybe they weren't getting all the treatment they wanted, which is obviously fair, but they're not going to leave with no backdrop, right? You're not going to have that as much because of a few reasons. One, you have inflation still running rampant. You have student loan pauses for a lot of people coming coming off pretty soon. And you have savings accounts still flush, but people are starting to dwindle, I think. So companies are going to continue to hire at a rapid pace, but you're going to eventually see that slowdown, Zaid, of like people just leaving jobs with no backdrop like that. That I don't think happens anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the Great Resignation, I think better said as a great reshuffle. People talk about it that way. 4.4 million people quit their jobs in February 2022. About a million more. That's about a million more than it was in February 2021. So it's been pretty consistent for the past few months, 4 to 4.5 million quitting each month. So it's still happening. People are still quitting, but like you said, Delano, it's not to just kind of chill at home and like trade crypto all day. It's actually to like go get another job because, as we know, the best way to get a raise nowadays is to find another job. And so if you didn't get a raise last year, I mean, if you didn't get a raise, if you didn't get at least an 8% raise last year, well, you're already down bad to inflation. So there's probably a good chance people are leaving their jobs because of that. But to me, like the hot job market is an encouraging sign as well, right? Like you said, Delano, we're looking at historic lows when it comes to unemployment. That's good to hear. And hopefully this is an encouraging sign that we're not anywhere close to a recession or anything, because people were kind of freaking out about that with the whole yield curve drama last week. So hopefully the job market stays hot, stays consistent, and people continue to get raises as we're dealing with, record inflations as well. Or I guess not record inflations, but pretty high inflations in a long time.
It's like, as long as all these, what was it, like a 400% increase in like LinkedIn job postings for crypto?
Oh, wow.
That's what's, there you go. There's an avenue to head towards if you're looking for a new job, to finally get that raise. I love how you put that, Zayd. I've never gotten a bigger raise than when I just changed jobs.
That's exactly. Speaking of someone who's trying to raise, GameStop is looking to split their stock. So is GameStop out of tricks to stay afloat? What I'm talking about here is that GameStop is doing a stock split, which I thought was kind of funny because their stock is trading at like $150. But their stock is up a lot. Their stock is up 42% in the past month. Kind of reminds me of all the meme stock madness that we had in like early 2021, where this was like dominating headlines. And I think it's kind of funny how they're still continuing to stay in the headlines. But guys, like, what is it gonna, like, we don't hear about GameStop's business as much. Like, what are they doing when it comes to their business then? Like, how is this stock splits and their stock price going up and down? Like, how is this impacting their actual business? I think we heard a little bit about their NFT marketplace, but beyond that, I'm not hearing much at all. Like, is this going to ever impact their revenues? Are we ever going to see an uptick in revenues? And will GameStop stick around to ever become relevant again? I mean, Nicole, Delano, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Delano, take it first.
It is. This is a fair. This is business, Zayd. I think this is business when you want to, one, appeal to your crowd, right? Like unit bias, which is, people looking to own more of something or a whole of something when they can do fractional. It's real, especially in the retail investing crowd who, one, helped buoy the stock during the meme pandemic rally. So what did they do during the meme pandemic rally? They took a rally of their stock and they turned that into cash by raising capital, by allocating doing different things with their shares, right? So I think one thing they're going to do is to look to put resources and capital into these new business strategies that they're trying, one being the NFT marketplace. So yeah, stock split doesn't do anything for the overall value of the company. We know that. But what does is real cash and real capital that you can invest in something you believe will return for you if you think it's a good strategy. So I do think that this is not a trick, but a strategy for GameStop, right? Like they have some people on their management team that people really, really believe in. Whether you believe in them or not, it's up to you. Kind of do your due diligence. But they're doing some things there, Nicole. I think this is actually strategy and not just tricks.
Yeah, I mean, lower price GameStop shares can attract the meme stock enthusiasts. I think they're definitely still riding.
It's $150. Like if you can't buy one stock of GameStop, I mean, I don't know, man.
They're bringing in more. Okay, so yes, share splits don't actually fundamentally change a stock's valuation, and they just lower the price, making it more appealing, right? Particularly to these retail investors. But I agree. I mean, a part of the company's transformation is to a company that basically matters, or that anyone actually cares about outside of what has happened to the with the meme stocks is the plan, I guess, to open up this NFT marketplace. I think it feels like GameStop is kind of doing whatever they can get their hands on, right? To remain relevant. Let's just keep riding this wave that we got from last year with the stock surge. I mean, will it shake out? I have no idea. Their business model isn't actually something I think. Last week, what we were talking about, video game subscriptions, what, I don't know. I think GameStop is lucky if they're able to maintain some sort of novelty presence. I don't know. I don't see them turning much of a profit though.
Look, they're trying to complete the meme stock bingo card, right? So they're doing the stock split. Maybe their CEO is going to go on some TV show pantsless like the AMC CEO did. They're trying to do whatever they can to stay in the headlines. The NFT stuff. And I just want to know more about their business. Obviously, we talked about them a couple weeks ago about how their business was kind of struggling. So I just want to hear more about their business. Maybe this NFT strategy pays off. But right now, I feel like they're just doing whatever they can to stay in the headlines. When is the last company that did a stock split at a price level of $100, $150? I wish I looked it up before we went on air. But I want to know when that happened, because usually when we see stock splits, it's tech companies that are trading in $500, $600, maybe $1,000, couple $1,000. These guys are trading at $150. I just thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Very true. In the comments, let us know. And Berkshire Hathaway shares, they've been trading.
They're never going to split. We're talking $500,000. Buffett doesn't want people like me to get a piece of that action. So, yeah.
And he never will. All right. So now let's get into now, next, never. I'm pretty interested to talk about what is happening right now.
Look at that graphic. I love that graphic.
Sick graphic. So what's happening right now? Magnetic slime, which could be slightly more appealing, but some scientists have invented a magnetic slime. Per the New Scientist, the slime can be controlled by a magnetic field. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look at that thing. And it can navigate tight spaces, obviously. So basically, and it can grab objects. So it's ideal for possibly using inside people's bodies, is what this New Scientist article said. Which, okay, I mean, I know like we have metals in our bodies, I think, from like this existing in the world. I'm no scientist here, but that was really interesting. I think my favorite tweet about it is relating it to Venom from Spider-Man, because that is exactly what this is, right? Basically.
Yeah, straight up looks like Venom, dude. I don't know what these scientists are messing around with. Like, I'm terrified of that thing.
They're making like magnetic slime. They're like trying to de-extinct like island rats.
That's the origin story of Venom. Like, what are they doing? Yeah. Oh my God. Science has gone too far.
Chill.
All right, I have next. What's happening next? Decriminalized marijuana. The House of Representatives has voted to decriminalize weed. The bill still needs to pass the Senate, though, and be signed by the president, which I don't think the odds are in their favor right now. But I don't know, guys. Maybe they can, I don't know, share a blunt or something and come to an agreement. Puff, pass this bill, you know, to help out the weed industry in the United States. That's starting to pick up momentum, you know. So we'll be keeping an eye on that.
I think if they did that, they would definitely see things more on each other's side. If you relax, let the walls down.
You think they can make this happen by 420? I mean, 420 is just right around the corner.
That's what's happening.
That would be, like, this would be iconic. Get Snoop Dogg over there, get Willie Nelson over there, get them all in a room, start passing some stuff around, and just come to an agreement by 420 so we can have a national holiday and all celebrate.
Yes, I could see like the streets of
President
New York
Biden signs the president signs the thing, pops open oh man, there's so many possibilities here. I mean, you know, let's make it happen.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Internet, make it happen.
Moving forward, guys, should we never listen to Grandpa and Grandma again, even if they're billionaires? So billionaire Charlie Munger was speaking at the Daily Journal Corporation's annual meeting. He said that he successfully navigated the investment world, but it's getting harder to do that in the most recent decades. He also noted that young people have a significantly higher cost of living, and it's going to be much harder for them to get rich and stay rich. But I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments, especially for the younger Gen Z millennial group. Do you guys believe that a lot of these people, older people, are saying it's going to be so hard to get rich and stay rich now? Do we believe that? Should we be listening to them? Are we actually screwed? Or is there hope for the younger generation?
Charlie Munger is 2.1 billion times smarter than me, but I think I kind of disagree with him here. But yeah, I want to know what people think. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, curious what others think as well. But, you know, to be aspirational, I think that we're not necessarily screwed. We've just been dealt a completely different set of cards, right? Amen. So we will leave it at that. That does it for our show today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good Monday.
We out.
Bye. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you tomorrow.